You're on.
This is the Tier 2 meeting from Jefferson School in Harvard, Illinois. And we'll start with introductions. Go ahead.
I am Julie Tice, and I am the Checkin Checkout and FBA VIP facilitator.
I'm Nancy Bradley, co-internal coach for Tier 2.
And I'm Sally Haylock, co-internal coach for Tier 2.
I'm Annette Collins. I'm the data analyst for Tier 2 and also for Tier 1.
I'm Melissa Diaz, school social work intern.
I'm Marianne Matthews and Checkin Checkout.
And I'm Judy Floater, the principal of Jefferson School.
So we will start our meeting today with meeting norms. Melissa?
All right, our meeting norms and expectations are to be respectful of outside media and other technology, limit sidebar conversations, start and finish on time, be responsible, come prepared, stay on topic, and when you're absent, review the minutes and seek clarification if questions arise, and be safe. Honor confidentiality, the data and students, and encourage and facilitate open exchange of ideas.
Thank you. We will begin with our previously defined problem. On the left column of the screen, 2 weeks ago when we met, we presented data. 37 out of 48 students, 77% of Checkin Checkout students were averaging 80% or better for their points during the 4 weeks prior to that meeting. So we were happy with the progress with the group as a whole. We were moving on then to concentrate on the 20 students who would begin new SAIG groups. They were just beginning that week. Going into the new interventions, 11 of the 20, or 55%, were averaging 80% or better for their DPR points. So under the column goal, with timeline, we set a goal to maintain 70% or more of the Checkin Checkout students averaging at the 80% goal, and also increasing the averages for the SAIG students by March 21st. So we had solution actions, including we knew going into those SAIG groups, we needed to explain the new specific DPR sheet that those kids would use. We would have to explain that to the students, the teachers, and the mentors, and that we would share their current data with them, let them know what their baseline was and what their goal would be, and then they would begin charting or graphing their averages bi-weekly. So the timeline for that would be, again, March 21st, and now we're reporting out based on that goal. As of the end of last week, as of Friday, we now have 53 students in Checkin Checkout with 77% responding. So the percentage stayed the same, but with the SAIG students, we actually increased to 60% responding. So we did see some improvement with that group already. Now if you can scroll down to new problem statement. At our pre-meeting on Friday, we took that data, the current data, and then we're reporting again, same percentage, 77% of Checkin Checkout students as a whole responding. During the same period, 60% of the SAIG students averaging 80% or above. So we did some talking at our pre-meeting and came up with some ideas. Julie is one of our SAG leaders. Is it easier for you to read off of there?
Sure, yeah. We decided that we did share the new data with the SAG students and celebrated the increase in percentages. We had the students update their data log sheets by coloring in the percentages. You know, Amarian, when you color in.
Yeah.
Then we all talk about moving up. And what's our goal?
To get 95 or 100.
Yeah, 80, anything over 80%, right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we retaught the importance of that and reinforced the importance of learning new skills and how those new skills are transferred into the classroom, and that's what the teachers, that's how you earn your points. The specific skills that are learned in group, you get to practice in the classroom. So we talked about really what the check-in, check-out sheets are for with the kids, and we reinforced the fact that they don't have to earn all of their points, that sometimes kids feel like ditching their sheets if they have a bad period, but we talk about you can have a bad period, but then earn your points in the rest of the day, right? So you don't need to rip it up or throw it out. It's still you can still have a really good day, even if part of your day isn't the best.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Very good. So we've set a new goal to continue or maintain 70% or more of our check-in, check-out students averaging 80% or better, and increasing the averages for the SAIG students. And then, Annette, I don't know if you want to work off of the data page or off of the tracking tool. We'll have Sally pull up the tracking tool. This is the time of the month when we report out on the tracking tool. If you would rather report off of here, we've talked about some of the data, but if you can cover everything on the tool.
All right, so in Check-in, Checkout, we have 53 students. 41 of them are responding, that's 77%. That's 77%. In the social academic groups, we have 20 students in groups. 12 of those students are responding, that's 60%. For students with individualized features, there are 3 of those students with individualized features, 100% of them are responding. And we have 5 students with brief FBAs or BIPs, and 4 or 80% of those students are responding, and 1 student with complex behavior plan, and that student is not responding yet. So,
Okay, thank you. Oh, and just for our percentages, we're currently at 14% of our total school population. So we're still in the acceptable range. We're getting a little heavy. Time to start, looking at more students for graduation, which we do ongoing.
especially
So,
with 5th graders.
exactly.
Right.
Yep, 5th graders leaving our building. So, I think we're ready to go into our general business. If you can scroll, let's see. Yeah, let's go over in the area of PBIS evaluations. This is the time of year we like to do some self-evaluation of our systems. So we did, Julie and the coaches, we did look through the critical features assessment. Do you want to report out on those results?
Sure. We did the 10 critical features. It's just kind of a checkup for all of our Tier 2 interventions. We earned all 20 points for Check-in, Checkout, all 20 points for SAG, all 20 points for Check-in, Checkout with individual features, and 18 points for the behavior plan intervention. We have some work to do in the staff handbooks. We have to add a little bit more information about how staff members and or parents or anybody, just the process of having a behavior plan and how to monitor that. So we have some action steps that we need to follow through on.
Okay, I think we have that recorded. Another topic that we've kind of been throwing around, and Melissa is going to kind of take the lead on this one. We thought it might be good as part of evaluation to do some feedback, get some feedback from our Check-in, Check-out students. So can you talk about that to the group?
Yeah, I was thinking actually asking Omarion to maybe help us out, come up with some questions that we can ask to some of the other Check-in, Check-out kids to see what they're like, what they're learning, and kind of hear what they think about it. So maybe we'll come up with some questions to ask them, and we can
get
Sounds
their
good.
input.
Sounds good.
You'll help us come up with some good questions?
Yes.
Yeah, for the
Awesome.
check and check out kids and the kids in SAG.
Yeah, so we could do for both.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how we improve.
Good idea.
Thank you.
So if you guys can work on that, maybe by, not our next meeting, but maybe by the end of April, we can work on that.
You think you guys could get together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find the time.
Super. Then, we also have done some talking about using kind of a walkthrough, just to get a bit of a pulse on the staff. And I don't know, describe what that might look like.
Sally, didn't you come up with that idea about, Universal always has to do that walkthrough where we ask what the expectations are, ask kids and staff if, what are the 3 expectations of Marian?
Responsible, be safe, and respectful.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah. And have you earned a B-Buck in the last couple of weeks?
Yes.
Do you remember what it was for?
Check in, check out.
Yep,
Oh,
there you go.
Perfect.
So we thought that a natural time to do that, Sally, you came up with the idea, would be during the 3rd quarter celebration.
Yes. I mean, you can catch a lot of people.
Every
quickly.
student and every staff member is going to rotate through those celebration rotations. So somebody could just be planted there and pull people.
Who might kind of be available?
Yeah, well, who do you think?
Maybe even a couple of our mentors
Yep.
could probably do
And
that.
then would they record the data? So
Mhm.
they have
Yeah.
to, they have to.
Just kind of a tally.
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, there's a little tally sheet
Yeah.
as part of the phases of, or the tiered fidelity.
And probably in the
Inventory.
gym all day, so I can do one of them.
You could do that?
Okay.
All right, put yourself on that.
Perfect.
All right. We also, at our last coaches meeting, we were made aware, we should sit down with the external coach and complete what's called the TFI. And we have to actually submit that for recognition. So that should probably be you and I, Sally. Need to take care of that by the end of the week. How about?
Okay.
All right. Then, when you're ready, let's scroll down to sharing data. Our next Buildingwide meeting is April 14th. And what did you guys think about showing the tracking tool at the last meeting? I mean, does that make sense
I
to
think so.
staff as a whole?
I think it does. It's pretty easy for them to see.
Okay. I think it's
I
nice
think
for
it's-
them
I
to
think
see.
it's helpful for them to know as we were having more and more students in the SAG groups, for them to
Mhm.
see.
Yeah, changes in
Right.
the
Where
actual
we're at.
kids in the
Right.
groups.
And the progress.
Okay. So that's coming up. Under the area of parent contact, just reporting out from February, 25% of our parents did sign DPRs and return them. We also had the student-led conferences, so that would have been a lot of parent contact. We've been trying real hard this year for Tier 2 to get information out in the school newsletter. So we kind of gradually gave information about Tier 2. And so now in March, we'll just kind of pass that around.
Sure.
In the March newsletter, we did tell parents that, they certainly can refer students, and we gave them some contact information for that.
And
what
inviting
else?
them to join our team.
Yeah, yeah.
We're excited to have Omarion on our team.
Yep, very
Yeah.
good. Let's see, parent contact also with the report cards. We sent home averages. Along with the report cards, we did our little raffle tear-off again. So students who bring those little parent signatures back, they go in a drawing for something.
Your mom could win. You know how
Did
you
you know
always
that?
win? Your mom could
The
win.
purple paper, bring back the signed bottom part, and yeah,
It was in your report card. It told your mom about your percentage,
Mm-hmm.
your DPR points.
so we need somebody to grab a gift card.
I can do that.
Can you do that?
Do you want Subway again or
Is that what we did? Subway's good.
Subway's safe, you think?
Subway's good.
Yeah.
So Sounds good. So, yeah, just whenever you can get that. We actually had a couple returned already today.
$10 again, do you think? Is
Sure.
that-
Mhm.
Okay.
So maybe even by the end of the week. We should probably go ahead and do that
And our fundraisers
before
were all
break.
approved, so.
Oh, right. Our Popcorn Friday fundraisers were approved.
Okay, cool. Meeting dates for our team. Our next meeting is the 21st. The next internal coaches meeting is the 20th. That will be at Crosby. Then in the area of staff training, staff in April. Annette, you were going to share about what you discovered. Annette looks at Tier 1 data and then kind of sees how that looks in terms of our Tier 2 students.
Right, so I was gonna discuss with the staff about if a student earns a referral during the day, that their data in Checkin Checkout should probably reflect that as well. Or if their data in Checkin Checkout is low, then perhaps, you know, that student may have earned a referral, so that they should try to
Should
feel
match,
like
should match.
Are we doing okay with that, or we
Um,
need to kind of reteach?
Or, you know, I think we always need to reteach a little bit, but I
Yeah.
think it's important for the staff to remember, you know, sometimes even just to ask the students if they're coming from someplace else because of the way our periods